It's been a while since we've done animation that hasn't come from Japan or had talking animals in it, so let's return to Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Holocron Heist kicks off Season 2, with fighters and capital ships engaging separatist forces in the sky over Felucia to allow gunships to aid in the evacuation of trapped Republic troops under siege on the planet against armies of heavy droids who are all coming to overwhelm their position. Well, I'll give them this, there is definitely a lot of war in this Clone Wars series. Helping out is Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, a general, probably because he's smart enough to wear armor into combat with 500 million droids. And just a thought, but maybe those walking tanks back there might help, besides as cover. Anakin's apprentice, Ahsoka, is, I'm going to assume leading, although that sounds rather ridiculous, leading another group of troops nearby and wants to keep the fight going rather than return to the extraction point, apparently having trouble understanding what extraction means.
We're outnumbered. You must evacuate. That is an order.
Master Skywalker taught me never to let up when the kiddies are on the run.
Yes, Anakin says a lot of things. He thinks talking about sand is how you get into a girl's pants. Now get back here.
You are putting your troops' lives in danger, young one.
Yeah, I never saw that coming. It's a sign of how much the Separatists suck when the side that has human beings with their need to sleep, eat, and breathe, and who are led into battle by anyone who can hold a lightsaber the right way around, is winning against an army made up entirely of killer robots.
What are you doing?
Get in the ship, now!
I'm busting you down to 2-star general for this. Well, the Jedi Council in their comfy chairs of judgment feel that refusing to follow the battle plan and endangering her troops is a sign that maybe they should assign command to someone old enough to buy cigarettes. Ahsoka gets assigned guard duty in the Jedi Temple Library, no less, and that's only because peeling potatoes is more excitement than she's allowed to have. She gets a tour from Madame Jocasta Nu and learns about the Holocron Vault, vast storehouses of information and thus only accessible to members of the Jedi Council.
Guarding the holocrons is one of the most important duties a Jedi can be given, Ahsoka. Do you think you're up to the task?
Oh, well, I'm being punished. Someone else should have this honor, and I'll just go write some Twilight fanfic, thanks. Now we meet the dangerous bounty hunter, Cad Bane. How dangerous? You know how he got that hat? He had to take that away from Kung Lao, and that's no mean feat. Darth Sidious is hiring him to steal a Jedi holocron, which makes a bit more sense, as I believe that hat is only available for smugglers and not bounty hunters. Wrong class completely. He and his partner, a shapeshifter named Kato, will have the blueprints for the Jedi Temple and a special chip to try to pull this off. And a dead Jedi for her to copy. This is almost too easy. Except that they have to get into the Holy of Holies guarded by none other than Ahsoka. During this, Yoda has a gas attack, convinced that they're going to be robbed, and Obi-Wan and Anakin figure the thing that they're after is probably related to the war effort, Jedi codes or something. So they head to the wrong place, silly Jedi, when Kato is actually heading into the library, with only Ahsoka to stand in her way.
May I be of assistance?
No, no thank you, my dear. I don't want to bother you.
Oh, it wouldn't be a bother at all, Master. Things are slow right now. I could use something to do.
Oh,
Very convincing. I can see you have a lot of experience infiltrating, what with you being a frickin' shapeshifter and all that. Well, Ahsoka doesn't see through that, even though, there's that whole force sensing thing. You'd think that even an apprentice could tell whether or not they're talking to a Jedi Master who has the force ability of an oyster. Yoda, on the other hand, knows that there are intruders in this place and stops by to rub it in Obi-Wan's face.
Ha! Outlive you all I will. Yes, kiss my green ass you will.
Yes, Master, you always tell us.
Ha! For my ass has the Force, and how powerful as it is.
Thanks to Kato, Bane is already well into the place, and while there's a little trouble, they're overall doing pretty well. And Madame Jocasta also cannot tell that Kato isn't really a Jedi, or anticipate the fact that he's attacking. It's not too surprising to find out what happens to the Jedi if they're so easily duped. Anakin and Obi-Wan look around until they find the breach, and Yoda alerts Ahsoka, so it looks like Bane will have to hurry. Yep, looks like Kato's been made, but she swiped Jocata's lightsaber, and although she has no Jedi stuff, she does have the sense to give ground and fight defensively. Always a good strategy with something that can accidentally chop your own leg off. She soon vanquished and gives up Bane, but he didn't earn that vacuum cleaner hose for nothing. He has a plan. He sends the droid into the communications center, exactly where Anakin and Obi-Wan figured that he was going, since he has no way to use a holocron even if he did steal one. So when they arrive and see the tunnel that the droid made, they head right through that, allowing Bane to continue to the holocron chamber. Everything's turning out perfect!
Oh, hey, guys.
Except for the poor droid. Of course, Bane hasn't forgotten about him.
Bomb!
Bomb? What bomb? Is there something going to blow up?
When the bomb goes off, you have my permission to die. So Bane gets away scot-free, but Kato gives him up. I mean, it's worse than any kind of ratting on. She just stops everything just so she can say what the next target is going to be for Bane. The plea bargaining must work a lot different on Coruscant, where no deal is made until you have absolutely nothing left to bargain with. Bola Rapal is needed because he has the magic crystal for reading this holocron, which contains information on all Force-sensitive children in the galaxy. Future Jedi. Looks like that's where we're going to be going on Thursday. Bane had made a huge impression in the Season 1 finale when he led a group of bounty hunters on a daring raid into the Senate. Rather than trying to top that, Paul Dini, yes, as in DCAU Paul Dini, went for the subtle approach. Now, I like the idea of Obi-Wan and Anakin being on the wrong track, because their thinking is logical, and I like when sometimes the heroes are wrong without being dumb about it. That being said, the infiltration seemed a little too easy. Admittedly, the same could be said for Bane's Senate raid, but even by comparison, it just seemed that Jedi security was severely lax, especially when Yoda was telling them to tighten security. I know there's this thing about the Force being clouded, but still, the absence of the Force in Kato should have been picked up regardless. But it's interesting how the two stories tie together. Chancellor Palpatine is infuriated with the affront of Bane, that he could get in and out of the Senate without a hitch, and it seems genuine. Yet from that, Darth Sidious sees a potential tool to thwart his own enemies. Holocron Heist is good, but it feels like it could have been better. We'll talk more about Bane on Thursday as the plot continues in Cargo of Doom.
Look, youngling, I said I was fine. Now let me go about my business.